afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to my LifeBuzz Show to create the daily buzz in your life. Woohoo! So what's the LifeBuzz today? Firstly, we start with manifestation. How do we manifest? The theme this week is how to manifest using signs and symbols. As you know, signs are what we use to reach the subconscious mind, which is where we create our reality. What are the common manifesting signs? Well, they're right under our nose. Symbolic signs all are around us that speak in a creative language in the form of colours, objects, shapes, art, riddles, images and metaphor. The soul chooses to convey messages to us in ambiguous terms. It's not direct in its delivery, so we have to access that language. And we believe the universe doesn't hear our requests or our pleas for help and guidance with what we want to manifest, but on the contrary, it contacts us above in those ways. It answers us using symbolic tongues that we need to master. You know, humanity has always used symbols to express its awareness of the divine, the creative force. You know, the language of the soul is not literal. Symbols have a powerful influence on our psychological and spiritual life. Symbol can be a present calling meant only for you. You know, symbolic stories such as myths and legends, they present abstract qualities such as truth, honour, justice, love, wisdom, forgiveness and courage, qualities that are innate within humanity and that can be brought into our consciousness when they express themselves in forms of symbol. So what is the symbology that we use on how to manifest? We have the threefold mantra. This is how we use to create in physical expressing. Choose, deserve and allow is the threefold magic mantra. The upward V, the prayer position, where we push forward with our set of goals or intention, what we would choose to create a reality. It's the yang symbol, it's the action. It draws to us like a phallus, like a point, what we would choose and desire to create. Next is the V. This is the receptacle, this is the deserving, where we receive, because we know we are worthy. It is the feminine shaped vessel, open. And then finally, hands together. This is the creative expression. It's the merging of the yin and the yang. It's the collective creative magic of merging the male and female. It's where you expect to let go and allow the universe to do its magic. So it is the creative process of the three, because we have the gratitude that we know it is already here, because we are creators. Watch out for these symbols everywhere and use them to take your manifesting skills to the next level. Hi guys, you're watching the LifeBuzz Show, creating the daily buzz in your life. Woohoo! So what's the inspiration for today? What is the story today to help inspire you? Well, it's the story of Fatima Whitbread, the award-winning champion javelin thrower. Now, Whitbread was born in London in 1961 and she began throwing the javelin aged 11. Coached by her adopted mother, Margaret Whitbread, Fatima overcame what she describes as a desperately unhappy childhood. Having been abandoned as a baby, she spent the first 14 years of her life in children's homes. She says of her experience, it was a nightmare of a childhood, and it was only because I loved sport so much that I got through it. And I actually met what I would call my true mother. But this lady, she competed in 3 Olympics, but life gave her a hand in the form of her adoptive mother and gave her a talent, It was up to her to put in the hard work and perseverance to make something of that, to keep going and believing in herself, despite probably what was an amazing amount of inner critical self-talk. But she won bronze at the 1984 Los Angeles Games. In 1986, she set a world record, and the following year in Rome, she became the world champion. And she was voted BBC Sports Personality of the Year. That is the grit and determination we must have. It's important because it allows us to hold ourselves in a world that is going to throw setbacks. It allows us to hold ourselves against life's curveballs, as I would call them. You know, as they say, it's not the problems we have, it's how we deal with them. You know, and if you're an NLP fan, we simply make it simple, we reframe. Pretty crucial to success, I would say. So how do we inspire ourselves? We've had the story, we know the whys. Remember that you can begin any moment you can begin. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past, let it go. To have more control over what and who pushes your buttons. Buttons keep getting pushed, you react in a different way. That is the journey that we get on to success. And it's through this process that we get to see and establish our place in the world that we're creating. By our rules of who we are. You will be able to download an audio copy of my book, Freedom of the Soul, Fly Like a Bird, which I go into the nitty-gritty of how I dealt with my own challenges and at times devastating blows, not too dissimilar to Fatima's story. And it talks about my life story, my challenges with the laws of attraction. We all love a good story, don't we? And it helps you to get to grips with your own issues. You know, we all have our struggles and celebrations, us being part of the great big collective. So it is about getting you to your best life. Woohoo! So thanks for tuning in today. You've been watching the LifeBuzz Show to create the buzz in your life.